What happens when you freeze dry biscuits and gravy? Let's find out. We also tried rehydrating these 2 different ways to see which is best, but we'll get to that in a minute. We started by browning 2 pounds of breakfast sausage and setting it aside. Then we added 6 cups of milk to a skillet. We added some AP seasoning, seasoned salt, and pepper. But while we were waiting on that to simmer, we got started on our biscuits. My wife treated them like a king cobra ready to strike, but my kid wasn't fazed. For this recipe, we need about 15 biscuits, so we got them in the oven. But while those are in the oven, let's go back to the gravy. Now the milk is simmering, and we removed 1 cup of milk and slowly mixed in 1 1/8 cup of flour until it was the consistency of pancake batter. And then we stirred that back into the rest of the milk. We let that simmer for about 10 minutes to thicken up, and then we stirred in our sausage. We poured our gravy onto 2 trays. We thought it would be 3 trays, but we were wrong. Then we added our 10-section tray dividers onto our trays. Then back to our biscuits, we cut our biscuits in half, and then we cut each half into 6 pieces to give us good-sized chunks for our meals. We divided these trays the same way we did the gravy into 10 different sections, and 9 chunks of biscuit went into each section. Everything went into the freeze dryer, and when it came out, it was completely dry. We put 2 squares of biscuits and 2 squares of gravy into each Mylar bag for our meals. We sealed them up, and then a couple weeks later, it was time to give it a try. We opened up one of the bags, and we wanted to run a test on our rehydration. So we put 1 square of gravy into each bowl, and then in one of the bowls, we added 9 of the biscuits. We poured in our boiling water, stirred it, and covered it for 5 minutes. Then we uncovered it, added our biscuits into the second bowl, stirred them both again, and then covered them again for 5 minutes. And after that, both of these were ready to eat. The bowl that we added the biscuits to first was much more thick, while the other one was still just a little bit runny. These both tasted really good, but the bowl that had the biscuits from the beginning ended up much better. The biscuits were nice and soft, not mushy, and they had just a little bit of a crunch in the middle, which was pretty nice. Long story short, we're always just going to add our biscuits in the beginning. If you're interested in freeze drying, we have links in our bio, or go watch some of our other videos.